Hey guys, Naturally Marked here. If you want to know how I make my sugar wax, then just keep watching. So what you're going to need is a cup of sugar and 2 tablespoons of water and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, which come out to 1/4 cup. That's what I have. Now I will tell you guys, I have organic cane sugar. The difference that I noticed with the organic sugar than the white sugar, you guys, the organic sugar is a lot more stickier and is a lot harder to work with. But because that's what I eat on a daily, I was not going to go out to the store and get white sugar, so I'm using what I have. But you guys are going to see that it's really sticky, but it still works the same. Just stay tuned for my waxing video for my armpits, and I'm going to show you guys that it really doesn't matter. But if you don't want to deal with the stickiness, then by all means use white sugar. But we're going to add both of those in just a regular pan. Give it a stir to mix it around. Have your heat or your fire. I have propane, so mine is on like a medium. But if you have an electric stove, yours can be like on a medium high. Just make sure that you continuously stir this mixture and that you don't get it too hot, because it will burn like really fast. So that's why you just want to play around with the temperature. All you're really trying to do is just wait for it to bubble and simmer together, and almost turns into like a caramel color. So once it gets really bubbly, like you guys are seeing, it's gonna start turning like more of a golden brown. Right now it's just like pretty much a almost see-through color, but it has like a little bit of a tint to it. Just take it off the fire so you can actually see what you're working with. And once the sugar and the honey, once the sugar, the lemon, and the water kind of starts thickening together, that's how you know you have the right consistency. And you need to let it sit on the fire probably another 2 minutes, but just keep an eye on it, you guys, and keep stirring. That's the best thing I can tell you guys. So after you see that it's starting to stick to the bottom of the pan, like you guys see, it's kind of sticking and you see the spoon marks, that's when you know you want to turn off the fire and just let it sit until it cools all the way down, until you get this more of a honey consistency. You want it to sit probably another 2 to 3 minutes after this, just depending on how warm your house is as well, because you're gonna need this wax after it cools down. Like, you don't want to burn yourself. So what I have is just a bowl full of water. I should have just washed my hands and soaked my hands, because the wax kind of stuck to my hands a little bit more than it normally does. But just showing you guys, is never perfect. Sometimes it comes out really perfect, sometimes it doesn't, but my hands just need to be a lot more wetter. So what I'm doing is just wetting my hands and making sure that a lot of it don't stick to my fingers, but it's stuck. Nevertheless, there's a lot of perfect videos on how to do this, but I'm just doing it the realistic way pretty much, because I know when you make this at home, sometimes this can happen. Like, it can stick to your fingers, but just keep messing with it, maneuvering it around, kneading it until it starts turning more of a, I think it's like an icicle color, like those old school candies that your grandma used to give you off in those yellow wrappers. I don't know what that candy's called, but it was nasty as cheese. But that's the color of the wax when you know that it's like ready for you to start applying to your skin or your hair, your private areas, your legs, your underarms. This is how you know when it's ready for you to use it, because it turns to this nice little old school candy color. And as you guys can see, it was sticky and stuck to my hands, but I'm moving my hands really fast to get it into a ball, and it also takes off the rest of the wax on my fingers. So I hope you guys really enjoy this video, and this is how I really make my wax. It's really easy, simple, and please stay tuned for my next video. I'm gonna show you, even though the wax was a little sticky and it did stick to my hand, it still worked perfectly. So please stay tuned for my arm waxing video. And I do have hair, you guys, so I will explain that all in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.